And rolling in progress. Up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pad to the pinky. And the thumb. Down to the wrists. And across the knuckles. And then we'll take it into one hand and squeeze. And then the other. Back to the first. And the other. And let's toss it up. Or bat it around or move it around. Catch it with one hand and then the other and then the same hand and then the other and then bring it down and around. 3, 2, 1, on the floor. Access the feet and step on the ball right in the middle of the foot 3 times. Up to the knuckles, once on each going across. Slide it across the knuckles. Bring it to the top of the heel, pivot on the toes, and slide across. And then press down just below the first knuckle at the side of the top of the heel. And over in the middle of the 5th metatarsal, roll down the bones. And scribble. And go to the other foot and do the same. My Zoom came popping up. And I don't know why. What the heck? All right, I'm still here. All right, we're back. I don't know, something came popping up on my screen from Zoom. At any rate, on the other foot, press down in the middle of the foot 3 times. Up to the knuckles. Slide across the knuckles. Go to the back of the heel, pivot on the toes, slide across the top of the heel. And press down in the 3 spots. And roll down the bone. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, release, get the ball out of the way, reassess, And let's do some wood chops. We'll do 7 through the middle. And 7 on each side, going diagonal. Six and 7. Come on out and shake the tree. Three, 2, 1, center. And twist at the waist, swinging the arms. And center with some ocean wave breathing. And fingers and thumb at the base of the spine, step out, gather in starlight. And same thing on the other way, going the other way. And the center. Let's walk, march, or jump. Today is Zach Bush 4-move day, with or without weights of some sort in your hand, whichever way you want to go. But there are a lot of rapid squats involved. So we can do squats here. You pick up the heart rate. Anything else is possible, including exactly what you're doing. Just be safe. Oh, sprint. And we've got some 5 Tibetans in the after class. Going to get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. And 20. And 30. 2 deep breaths. Interlacing the fingers, raising them up overhead, reaching up. And come down. Lean back if you can. Come back to center. Drop one hand to the side and lean in that direction. Same thing the other way. Interlace the fingers again. Up top, drop the hands to the chest, push out. And come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back. Raise them up, squeezing the shoulder blades together. A little higher. Come down and shrug. Roll the shoulders back. And forward. Make an L. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And release. Another. Squeeze. Release. One more time. Squeeze. And release. Extend the arms and rotate. Switch directions. And thumbs are up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Bring one arm across the chest and press in at the elbow. And the other. First arm behind the back, press down and in. And then the other. Grab both elbows and rock side to side. And come on down. Rotate the neck. Other direction. Nod. There you go, ear to shoulder. Do a side lunge. Go the other way. And come on back up and let's grab a stick. We're going to do the GymStick routine where we'll get the hamstrings and calves in another fashion. We're going to start with some dynamic swimmers. And then reverse direction. Go up overhead. And then behind. Twisting at the waist. And then bring the stick down to right above the knees. Bring the hands in front between the knees. Hinge at the waist and pull up. And then bring the stick out in front in the middle. Hold on near the top with two hands or at the top. Step back, hinge at the waist, stretch the upper body. Come on back up, bring the stick across the body with one hand. With the other hand, reach up underneath your arm and grab the shoulder. Hinge at the waist, tug gently on the shoulder. Same thing going the other way. And then bring the stick to the side of the foot, push out with the top hand, pull in with the bottom hand, hinge slightly at the waist. Yeah, and then the same thing on the other side. And then bring the stick in front of one foot. Bring that foot about 6 inches away. Drop the stick at the top to the collarbone. Slide your hands down. Bring your sole up. You're on your heel. And you can pivot back and forth if you want to increase the stretch on the hamstring. And then come back up. Do the same thing on the other side. Come on back up. Press the sole of the first foot against the stick and stretch the calves. And then the other foot. And we're going to stretch the hip flexors by going 90 degrees in the front. You're on the ball of the foot in the back. And come on down. Switch position on the feet. Come on back up. Grab one foot or one leg by the shin, ankle, or toes and stretch the quads. And then the other. Bring the first foot in front, push the knee back towards your back. Hinge slightly at the waist. Come on up. Same thing on the other side. And come on up. Bring the stick out in front in the middle. Hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two. Separate a little bit more than usual, a little bit further than hip width apart. And we're going to rock side to side on the foot. Keep your big toe on the ground. But go side to side from a flat foot position to an arched foot position. And then hold on the arched foot position. The big toe's still on the ground, but you're leaning towards the pinkies, small toes. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back down. All right, let's put the stick down, and if you're going to grab a weight or a bottle or a can or whatever, do so. Otherwise, do it without any weights. 4 moves again. A squat. We'll do 10 of those. Raises, 10 of those. Around the clock, either on the outside or through the middle or both. And then some military presses. We'll move the squats around in the routine to give the arms a break. But we're going to start with some squats. We'll do 10. 1, 2. We're going to pick up speed on each set. We're doing 3 sets. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only go as low as is right for you. 10. Have some raises. And 10. I think. Maybe 11. Around the clock. Eight, 9, and 10, and some military presses. 1, 3. Come on down. Take a breath. For 2. We're going to start with the raises, then go to the squats. And then around the clock, I'm going to go through the middle and the raises. Here we go. Just a little faster. Ten squats. And 10 around the clock. I'm going through the middle. And military presses. And come down and rest. Do the final round. We're going to do hand raises around the clock, then the squat, and then the presses. Ready? Let's do it a little bit faster yet. And 10, and finally, presses. And 10. Whew. Excellent. I'm going to do the breathing again. I meant to do this in the beginning, but I forgot. So get some recouping breaths there before we do the energizing breath, which is almost like a sneeze. It's all through the nose. Try to keep your shoulders and head nice and calm and steady. And you do 20 exhales through the nose like a sneeze. And then we'll take 2 deep breaths, and then do 20 more, 2 deep breaths, and 20 more. Great way to wake yourself up in the afternoon or before exercise. All right, ready? Twenty more. And last round. And rub those hands together, cultivating chi and forming a chi ball, which is dancing us around as we move from one channel to the other. 1 foot to the other, like water flowing. And center. 2 breaths. And let us open our hearts. Center, exhale, and send it out. And center, 2 breaths. And bring down heavenly chi. And let's go down, gather some up. And
Thank you, Tom.
hey, Bill, you're very welcome. Good to see you.
I think I was causing the problem. I can't get you just alone.
Oh.
I see you and Mia, but I don't see anybody else.
Huh.
Plus, it's really effed up. So I'll let you know if it works out. But
Oh, okay.
glad to see the both of you. Bye-bye now.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome, Mira. Take care. Don,
Thanks, Tom.
good to see you. Richard, hello. All right, Nina, take care. Got some 5 Tibetans before I hop on at 12:17. I got invited to the Yankee game at the last minute. So I am going to head on down to the stadium, but first, got to do some Tibetans here. So I'm going to change to there and remind you that you can just twist at the waist and swing the arms. Otherwise, let's do up to 11 spins. And when you're done, take 2 nice breaths while I switch the camera to the floor. Well, I'll meet you shortly. Going to lie down. Soles of the feet are on the floor in the modified position. Hands are either by your side with the palms down, underneath the small of your back, underneath your head if you need support for your neck. And in a modified version, the head, neck, and shoulders come up with the soles of the feet off the floor. Unmodified, just extend your legs and raise them up. I'll do 6 and 5. And when you're done, take 2 breaths. And then come around on your knees. And hands are on the back of your thighs or on your glutes. You can just bend back at the knees if you have back extension issues. Otherwise, bend back and come forward. 1, up to 11. Take 2 breaths. Sit down. In the modified version, again, the soles of the feet are on the floor. Hands can be by your side with the fingers facing forward. In the regular version, if you want to modify it, you can bring your hands behind your back, fingers facing away from you. Unmodified, legs are extended. That's how I'm going to do it. Up to 11. Inverted tables. 1. And when you're done, 2 breaths. Now we're gonna turn around on all 4s. In a modified version, come up into a cobra. Regular version, starting at down dog, come to an up dog. I'll do 6 and 5. And come around. When you're done, then take 2 breaths, cross your legs, however feels right this morning. I'm going to do 6 rotations at the waist in one direction, 5 in the other, either sitting up or bending down. That's 1. And when you're done, switch the position of legs. What was on top goes on the bottom. What was in front goes behind. We'll do 5 in the original direction, 6 in reverse. Then spread out in front and do 2 rounds of box breathing. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. And then do it on the left knee and then on the right knee. Here we go. And shorten out. 2 rounds of box B. Over to the left side. And the right side. And trim it up. So now,
Have fun today, T. That brings back
thanks.
memories.
I haven't been following baseball even, but
Oh, you better be careful.
it's going to be fun. Yeah.
Somebody up in heaven's gonna, but have fun.
Okay. Thank
See you
you.
tomorrow.